Good morning, welcome back to my channel and this week's video, which is a couple of weeks after our first birthday bash. You know me, half the times I forget to actually vlog, so we are actually now just 2 weeks out from Berlin. 2 weeks yesterday, Thursday, until we fly out. It is now Friday, so it's Friday the 8th of May. So this video is just literally going to be spending a wee weekend together, seeing what we get up to in the lead up to Berlin, because we're almost there. Things haven't quite went to plan last week. I actually ended up ill, absolutely ill. So we had the first birthday bash, was on such a high, went back to training that week, and I just started to feel exhausted and extremely tired and no energy. By the time the Friday came, like my throat was started with my throat, it was like swallowing glass. Then it was my kind of nose and all that. And I thought maybe it's hay fever time of year. I've never had hay fever, but some of the guys were talking about it and with the eyes and stuff like that. And I was like, maybe it is. So I'll take an antihistamine, but it done absolutely nothing. And by the Friday, it was our monthly review day with the client. So that's our big kind of check-in day with all our clients. So it's a big work day, but at the end of it, like I was sitting at the desk for kind of 7:30, kind of 2:30, went downstairs, got something to eat, and I literally ended up in my bed after that, which is not like me at all, but I just had zero energy, zilch. So it was meant to be a training day, decided not to train, went down. I was working on the Saturday, it was my Saturday on in the gym, and then after that I literally came home and just went to my bed, and that was me like all weekend, absolutely floored. So this week has been a wee bit more chilled in regards to, I've still not been like 100%. So what I've done is I reintroduced training on Monday, but I introduced it as like an easy day. I actually done 2 easy days back to back, Monday, Tuesday. I done a track session on Wednesday, and then Thursday I took my kind of usual rest day. So I've just tried to take it easy, and I'm definitely feeling so much better now. I think my body was just like giving me some wee warning shots, like, right, you need to chill. So it is now Friday. I am just sitting down to a wee work block, and then I am going to go to the shops and stuff. So overnight oats is here. This is my go-to breakfast at the moment. Literally every single morning I am having overnight oats. I follow the same recipe every single time. All I do is change the protein powder. So the protein powder in there now is Naughty Boy caramel biscuit, so good. And I've just topped it with some blueberries, some strawberries, and some peanut butter. So easy. I can just grab it out. I can make like 4 of them at a time, grab it out the fridge and go. So yes, this is my go-to breakfast every single morning at the moment, is overnight oats. I'm going to eat that while I do some work. So I've got some client updates to do. We are going to update all the numbers for Nova as well, business owner things, try to be a big girl. Get all that done and just tie off anything that's outstanding, so that I can chill kind of over the weekend. It would have been me and Stephen's weekend off, but our Stace is away to a wedding, so Stephen's covering for Stace tomorrow, and then we're pretty much going to be using the weekend as a training weekend, because I've took some kind of rest days during the week while I was getting better. I'm resting today because I've just had the Botox done last night, and I can't train for 48 hours after that. I would normally go to Vida today, but I can't go for a sauna either. So it's another rest day, which means I will go to Vida on Saturday, and I'll rest today, get the shopping and stuff like that done, so it's in for the week as well. And I'll just take you along with me. I think we've got some ads to run as well, to film, over the weekend as well. Some different locations to go to. So I'll try and just kind of take you along on the weekend. It's not an entire weekend off. It's kind of like a semi-working weekend, but this is what happens when you own a business. Like, you are not going to be off every single weekend. There is going to be some weekends where you are going to need to be working and stuff, and that is just what it is. It's your responsibility at the end of the day. So I'll take you with me kind of through this weekend, show you some of the training towards Berlin, and then next week's pretty much peak week before we go, and of course I'll vlog when we're in Berlin. Stop number 1 for food shopping, Aldi. Let's go get the weekly shopping. Shop number 1, getting our water, get the Doten juice here, some eggs, some seasonings and stuff. Mainly just bits and bobs. I prefer the fresh fruit and stuff from Tesco. Dishwasher tablets and that, no? Done. Here we go, Tesco now. So we've got lots of chicken, 3 packs, because we already have mince. in the house. That roast chicken was reduced, so I'm getting that. Poppadoms because we are making a slow cooker beef curry at the weekend. Sourdough for carbs this week. Lots of lactose-free Greek yoghurt. This is the yoghurt I use because I am not quite... I've got a low tolerance to dairy, so I've swapped out a couple of things. So I absolutely love this lactose-free Greek yoghurt. It's my fave. So overnight oats will be made with that and my oatmeal at night. Immune shots, I always get these each week. A wee treat for over the weekend. Obviously it's a training weekend. We love these muffins. So that'll be a wee Saturday night treat. And then just a couple of micronutrients for the now. So we've got peppers, lemons, avocados, strawberries and blueberries to do us over the weekend. I will come back either on Sunday or Monday and get fresh strawberries, fresh blueberries, fresh mango, fresh watermelon and fresh salad bags for the week as well, because I feel like if I do it on a Friday it all goes off by the time a Monday comes. So that's our shop. Shop number 2. Tesco. I've actually already been in. I forgot to vlog when I came out, so I'm just going to put the trolley back. Food shop is done. We are currently at a mixture of using things up from the freezer and buying the kind of perishables before we go to Berlin, because we've got less than 2 weeks. So usual Doleton juice. I'm a lactose free girl. Mostly. I still use normal whey protein because it's fine, so I just need to always limit how much dairy I've got. Dark chocolate, that's for my yogurts at night, retreat. So then we've got our carbs, sourdough, brioche buns because I'm actually going to be making burgers over the weekend. I've got 5% burgers. Just this kind of stuff for the cupboard. So we buy a lot of stuff in bulk. So we buy like big 5 kilo bags of rice and just make it fresh. But these are always great to have just for the days where you're caught a bit short, because it literally takes you 2 minutes in the microwave to make that with a bit of chicken. Obviously some seasonings. I've got these Aldi, Korean barbecue, Szechuan, katsu, bang bang. I'm making bolognese, so I'll make that from scratch. We always use kind of 50% less sugar and salt, tomato sauce, and then just these for Stephen for in the slow cooker so we can pop them in with his thighs. Some different wee stir fry sauces. I'm going to make some fresh potatoes, and then we've just got fruit. I always get frozen raspberries. I just top my overnight oats with frozen raspberries the morning before. Poppadoms are for the slow cooker beef curry. Kefir for the boys. Eggs, ginger shots, and then we've got chicken. Roast chicken, I'll put that away in the freezer. I'll probably make that next Sunday for dinner because I already had stuff planned. So these were already grabbed out the freezer. Stephen will have chicken thighs for dinner next week. I've grabbed out some lean beef, so that'll be making the slow cooker curry for the weekend. And then I have mince out to make bolognese for me as well for next week. So this is like pretty much everything, along with like water and stuff. We've already got some stuff kind of in the freezer and stuff. So shop complete. So let's chat recovery, right? Because recovery is a massive part of my week. Like my training is intense, and in order for me to go into my sessions and feel my best and feel fresh, like I need to make sure that I take my recovery very seriously. So normally a Friday for me, as I say, is Vida Day, which is contrast therapy. So they've got the infrared sauna, traditional sauna, and they've got the cold baths. So they've got the beginner, intermediate and advanced when it comes to the cold baths. So normally like I'll go in the infrared sauna, do 10 to 15 minutes, and then, hold on, Theo's trying to get in the baby gate. Let's go and get the boy. Theo, you wanting in? There he's there. We had to put a baby gate in because the poor boy, his wee leg can't get up and down the stairs. What a sin. Well, he can get up them, he can't get down them. So as I was saying, infrared sauna, so sitting there 10-15 minutes, then go into the traditional sauna for 10 minutes. I'll then go into the cold dip. I do 3 minutes in the cold dip. I am in the intermediate. I always go into the intermediate, do kind of 3-4 minutes in there, and then back into the traditional sauna for 20 minutes. That's normally my routine, but because I've just had my Botox done, I can't actually go until Sunday. So I have that on the list for Sunday. So we are going to have a nice Epsom salt bath. I have this on the weekly as well. So extra large bag of Epsom salts and Radox. So sometimes I'll get the muscle relief one. This one, I think I was in like Home Bargains or something, they were doing a big one. So I just got the stress relief. So go into the, just go into the bath, just chill in the bath with my Kindle as well. That'll be my like time to kind of shut off too, because my brain has been busy for the last few weeks. There's been so much going on with Nova, turning one, so many events, client events, sorting clients out with events for the rest of the year. We've got guys doing the photo shoot and stuff like that now, guys doing high roxies, a lot of newbies coming into the gym as beginners at the very start of their journey, whilst we are also trying to prep for Berlin and get organised for Berlin. So it's just been a bit mental recently, so I'm going to take this as a wee bit of time just to kind of shut off my phone, chill, relax. It'll help my muscles as well. So that's a big part of my recovery, is this. Vida. I also do the boots, so you've probably seen them quite frequently as well. Like I'll sit with the boots on as much as I can, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a week, to make sure that I'm using the compression boots. Sleep's probably the biggest part of recovery. Like I am a 9 PM bedder. We're normally out of bed like in the morning. If I'm PTing at 6, then I'm up at like 10 to 5, but normally I'll sleep to about kind of 5:30 when it is just the days where I'm not down the gym PTing at 6 AM. So sleep's huge for us. It's massive. And then of course staying on top of like our electrolytes and stuff like that as well. Mobility is kind of built into my sessions. I am not the best at mobility, and I never will pretend that I am. Stretching and stuff like that, I'm terrible. I am getting better. There's very much kind of primer movements and stuff that are at the beginning of my sessions, doing some kind of plyometric work and stuff like that at the beginning of my sessions. I also go to physio once a month for my kind of realignment, and then I also go to a sports massage therapist for 90 minutes sports massage, deep tissue massage as well. So there's loads of moving wheels, and I probably take my recovery a lot more seriously now than I have previously, and it's just because I train with so much intensity and intent that I need to make sure that my body's recovering just as well. Otherwise you're going into these sessions and you're just doing yourself a disservice, do you know that, because your body's battered and done in. So yes, we're going to go and chill in the bath, and then it's probably going to be quite a chilled Friday, just decompress a wee bit before the weekend, because it's going to be quite busy. This yogurt bowl right here is pretty much staple in my diet every single night. So it's got my lactose free Greek yogurt I showed you earlier, mixed in with a wee bit of, we've went for Naughty Boy, salted caramel protein tonight, blueberries, strawberries, and peanut butter, and 70% dark chocolate. So I'm just going to cover this up because I've just made it for later, and I'll probably have it in about an hour's time, but pretty much the exact same meal that I have every single night before bed. Good morning. Saturday morning, it's the weekend. Kobe, woo! He's gone mental. He's trying to get up on the couch. He likes to sit up on the cushions, don't you? Hi boy, good morning. So Saturday morning, got up, check in with coach first thing, and then it's always the same. Sort the dogs first of all. So they've been fed, they've been walked, and now I'm going to sit with a wee coffee, and I've got a book that I'm reading. I fell away from it for a couple of weeks there. Just life's just been busy, brain's been busy, and I was like, right, you get back to reading your book. So I will show you it just now. This book here, Millionaire Success Habits. Stephen had it upstairs, so I was like, do you know what, I'm going to give it a wee bash and see what it's all about. Habit change, it's always good to read the kind of behaviour, habit change and stuff. And then I keep my Kindle for fiction books, so I kind of go between two. I'll always have like a kind of self-development book on the go, and then I'll have like a fiction one as well on the go, so I always keep my Kindle for that. So I've been firing through them on the Kindle. So this morning, coffee, and then I'm going to have my breakfast, which will be sourdough, bacon, eggs, avocado. I change it up at the weekends if I'm off from oats, and basically I'll always have that. Like that's my two breakfasts that I kind of go between. So because I've got a wee bit of time at the weekend, I like to just make something nice and fresh if I'm obviously not working. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I actually do need to go down the gym today. I've got a gym consult at 10:30. So what I've done is I've teamed that up with my training, because I'm going to train today anyway and do my strength. So what I'll do is I'll go down for the consult. There's some ads we need to film, so we'll do a wee bit of the ads, and I'll also do my strength training while I'm down there. Pretty much killing 3 birds with 1 stone. And then it's pretty much a chilled weekend. I don't think there's much that we're doing, so it's not like the most interesting weekend of our life. It's probably one of the more kind of realistic ones. for us, because there's not too much on. I'm going to just be training over the weekend, chilling, just maybe get the suitcase down ready for Berlin. But we got our Berlin outfit on our active as always. It came, I tried it on, we've sorted it. I need to send the rest of it back as well, so we're all sorted on the High Rocks outfit at least. So now I need to actually start packing some of my other stuff and just see what I'm actually taking. Like, the weather seems very similar to here in Germany, so I don't think it's going to be like overly roasting. So I'll need to figure out what I'm going to pack. Kobe, what? What's wrong? Talk to me. What's wrong? Are you saying hi? You want a ball? Kobe. Does Kobe want a ball? Where's your ball? Oh. Right, okay. We'll get it. Will we go and get it? Will we? Yeah, okay. Right, we'll go. There, it's right there. There's there. Go get it. Okay. There we have it. Favourite breakfast: sourdough, avocado, bacon, eggs, a little bit of tomato sauce, some pink Himalayan salt as well, I'll pop on it, and of course Theo. You no get this, you had your breakfast, this mummy's, yeah? You had yours? You'll always find Theo somewhere begging. We are out doing our ads just now, so we've got some location ads to do because we're hitting locations that are out with Cumbernauld, kind of 10-minute radius, 10-minute drive from Cumbernauld. So a lot of the ads that we do, we target Cumbernauld, of course, because that is where our gym is, but we're going for areas that are out with. But it's obviously Saturday afternoon, which means that it's quite busy. First location is Bonnybridge, and I will show you like where we're doing the ads. So we asked our clients, because obviously some of them come from different locations, and someone had said that to come to Bonnybridge. So this was our first location to film, basically in a car park, right at the wee shop, with loads and loads of people. So anyone that kind of vlogs or does any of this filming, you know that people look at you as if you've got like fucking 3 heads when you're doing stuff like this, and we always get nervous when we're doing things like this. Like, it's just no natural to just have the camera kicking about and stuff with you. So yes, first location down. We've got 3 more to go. So we've got Moodiesburn, Kirkintilloch and Cosaif is the other location. So we've just asked our clients like what are kind of known locations at these spots, like, so that we can do the start of the ad. So on to the next one. The ads are done, so we came out for something to eat. This is a special. Ciabatta, chicken, spinach, halloumi, hot honey drizzle. Yummy! It is freezing outside, but we couldn't get a table inside. It was what, 40 minutes for inside? So
no waiting 40 minutes.
Yummy. It's dinner time. We're going to have burgers, and I'm going to make some chips, and I'm going to show you literally the easiest way to make your chips. So I got some of these red potatoes from Aldi. So I am just going to chop them, keep the skin on for a little bit of extra fibre as well. And then they're basically going to be done in the air fryer, but all I'm going to do is put them in the microwave for 4 minutes, just in a tub. Basically parboil them without having to parboil them on the... Right, 4 minutes in the microwave for the chips. I am literally just going to put them in the air fryer, spray with a little bit of it's extra virgin olive oil in there. It was avocado what we ran out, so it's extra virgin. I'm going to put some of this seasoning on and stick them in for 20 minutes. Yummy! Ready. What an absolute beautiful morning. Sunday morning. We are going to head out for our long run, 10:05. Had my coffee, breakfast, done all my meal prep this morning, so overnight oats are done, bolognese is done, ready for the week. All my sups and stuff are in the little boxes. So we are going to go 80 minutes, long run. I'm going to get my headphones, we'll get warmed up, and then I am off to Vida at 12 for sauna and cold dip now that my Botox is settled. I'm able to go for the sauna, which is normally something that I'll do on a Friday, but we'll do it today. And then it's just really getting organised. So I use a Sunday as my day to reset and organise my week. So that's meal prep, rest day, or finish off whatever training sessions for the week, plan out my training going into next week, plan out kind of work and stuff like that for next week and that as well. So put washing away, all that fun stuff. So that is what I'll probably do with the rest of today. And then I've already got beef curry, slow cooker beef curry for tonight already cooking away. It's literally a point of just popping all the ingredients in the slow cooker and then it'll be ready. So excited for that as well. And I might come out and enjoy some sunshine later, but we're going to go and get warmed up, go get this run done. It's a gorgeous morning for a run, and then that'll be us. Well done at Vida, nice and relaxed and recovered. Vida done. I don't like to do too much video when I'm in Vida because it's my time to kind of shut off and relax, and just switch off for a wee hour. So I only just done a wee bit of video and just at the end. So we've done Vida. We are now having an early Sunday dinner. It's always early dinner pretty much on a Sunday, and then I'm going to walk and feed the dogs, and then that is me. Everything's prepped for tomorrow and we are just going to chill and relax. So I have made slow cooker beef curry. I will show you. That'll be my last wee thing for tonight, and then that'll be me logging off. Another vlog done. This is just a really realistic weekend of training, working, eating, recovering. You know, that's what normally the weekends are. They aren't all big events. Some of them are just a wee bit more chilled out and a wee bit more relaxed because we need it. And as someone who struggles to relax, I try my hardest to sometimes just switch off a wee bit. So I will show you our dinner for the night, which I'm buzzing to eat. I'm absolutely starving. Running makes me absolutely fucking starving. And then I'll feed the dogs, I'll walk the dogs, and we will down tools for the night, chill out. We're watching Man on Fire on Netflix right now, and then start a new week tomorrow. This has been in the slow cooker all day. I just added some peppers and parsley to it, so I was just waiting on the peppers cooking. There we have it, slow cooker beef curry with rice, some mini poppadoms, spiced onions, and some naan bread. Sunday dinner, minimal ingredients, delicious. And of course, we did. You want to get your dinner? Will we? Will we feed you as well, darling? Eh? What? Oh. What? That's quite cheeky, isn't it? Okay. Okay. We'll get you sorted. Right, say logging off. Bye bye.